what should be the role of local, state, and federal funding toward education?
I think it should be the highest priority.
No, I mean, what? How much money should come from local? How much from state? And how much from federal as a portion of the pie?
Well, I would say 50-50. I mean, every state should have some respect and honor for their own self and what they're producing. It's like having a farm. And I think we can't really depend on the federal government to be putting in all the money, especially if we have to accept federal guidelines, because a lot of states want to have control over what they're really doing. And I think that if we change the tax base and the squandering that's going on and take out the buffoons that are running all these different programs and put people in who really are concerned about it, it will actually cost us probably 1,000 times less. And still, each state can pay for what they really want to do and produce, and so the federal government can contribute.
Okay. All right, Mr. Claus?
I agree with James for the most part. I know, having read our Constitution, Article 1, Section 8 does not give the federal government any authority over education whatsoever. We even have a cabinet position for it, which we shouldn't even have. I personally would like to see the states and counties divide up whatever their tax revenues are for education and spend it on their children. And I think states who do it adequately, and it will take a substantial amount of money, of course, and has, I think they'll be proud of their students, their economy, their local economy, state economies will improve. They'll set a better example for those states who are kind of lagging behind, and most of us know which states are which. I'd like to see an improvement across the board, but I see the federal government's participation more as a clearinghouse for research and information on education that would be provided to the states at no charge.
Okay. Don?
Well, I really believe that the federal government should be the one that takes the various taxes and deals them out equally to every state with an equal amount. There are many states where the economy is much poorer than other states, and those children get less education. They can't afford to have the computers in the classrooms that maybe they have in Beverly Hills. You know, the needs of the whole nation needs to be addressed from an equality basis. When our ancestors came here, starting with the Mayflower in 1620, they came here from the European nations where only the elite were educated. These new people came here and decided that all of us needed to be equal, and so we set up schools for those children to begin with. My Quaker ancestors were very much in part of developing this and setting up schools. And as we've gone on, I see unequal education because of unequal money in the communities. Let's equalize it all, and let's sit down with educators and decide what we're really going to teach all of the children in every state. And I want to see that we return vocational education to our schools. That's dropped out. Before 1940, you could quit school at 16 or the 8th grade. By that time, we decided you really need to complete high school. I think now we need to fund K through 12 and 2 years of at least junior college, and if not the classes that are for higher education, for teaching and such, to return to vocational education. That means computer programming, machine shop, carpentry, plumbing, those basic skills that half of the American people are out there working the jobs for. That's part of our education.